Hey guys, in today's video, I'll be covering how to quickly level up your garden on Ironman and Hypixel Skyblock. The first thing I'll be covering in this video is tools. For most Ironman players, getting tools is very hard because you're not able to buy them. Most players know the only way to earn good tools is from getting 1 gold medal from farming competitions. But for you to get at least bronze, you need to beat 60% of players, and that is where the garden shop comes into play. In the garden shop, there's 2 tools that are preloaded with replenish 1 for only 25 copper per. For Ironman players, 25 copper should take around 30 minutes to obtain. I also recommend getting the gardening hoe first so you don't have to struggle getting another 25 copper. Once you obtain a gardening hoe, you should first work on getting at least farming level 25. This is so you can start crafting and wearing melon armor so you can obtain croppies. Croppies are used to craft the next type of armor called croppy armor. I'm not going to be focusing on any of the higher tier armor though, because this video is more focused to lower level Ironman players. Now that we're done covering the basics for armor and tools, let's move on to pets. The first pet I'll be talking about is the elephant pet. The elephant pet is only really good in its legendary rarity. That's because it gives an extra 160 farming fortune at max level. The only way of obtaining an elephant pet is through the traveling zoo that happens every 2 days and 14 hours. The only thing I recommend when buying this pet is only buy it in any rarity that is below legendary. This is because it's a lot cheaper to just level it up and then upgrading it through cat. The other pet I'll be talking about is the rabbit pet. This pet's only really useful with leveling because it gives a little bit extra farming XP. For this pet though, I only recommend getting an epic rarity, just because legendary is kind of useless. The way to obtain this pet is you have to craft it, but the crafting recipe is super cheap. I believe if your elephant pet is legendary and level 100, I do recommend using that over the rabbit pet. The next thing I want to talk about with pets are pet items. The first obvious pet item that you could choose is a farming XP boost. This item boosts the rate of which a pet levels up. This item has 2 huge drawbacks though. Firstly, it costs 500,000 coins to buy, and secondly, it becomes useless once your pet reaches level 100. I believe it's worth it though, just so it's 40% quicker to reach level 100. The only place to buy this item is with Yogg in the hub. The next pet item I will be talking about is the green bandana. The only way to obtain this item is through visitors, and this is the next subject I will be talking about. There are 3 main items they can only obtain through visitors. The first being the flowering banquet, the second being the green bandana, and the third being overgrown grass. As you see, the odds are very low of you getting any of these items, just because visitors only come every 15 minutes. But if you do end up getting the green bandana at max garden level, you end up getting 60 more farming fortune. The next visitor item I'll be talking about is overgrown grass. A lot of people know that this is the most expensive item in the gardening update. This is because it gives 30 more farming fortune per piece of gear at mythic rarity. But this immense farming fortune does not come at a cheap price. It costs about 400 million coins for a full set of gear. The third and final visitor item is the flowering bouquet. This item is super cheap if you're off Ironman, but on Ironman it is still very common at a drop rate of 2%. This item gives a very small amount of farming fortune on all of your equipment. Now that I've covered most stuff surrounding the garden, it's time to move on to the best crops that give you money and XP. First, let's cover money. As most players know, farming is one of the best ways to earn money in Hypixel Skyblock. But this begs the question, what is the best crop to farm for money? And there's 2 main stats to determine what is the best crop. This is speed of farming and price per unit. A good example of this is melons. Melons drop a ton of melons when harvested, but the price per unit is very low. This makes it okay crop to farm, but it's not the best. We need to find a crop that has a high drop rate and a high sell price, and that crop is sugarcane. Each enchanted sugarcane sells for 125,000 coins. You can also just use the preset generated with the garden. The main issue with this crop though is the regeneration rates are pretty slow, so you might need to have multiple plots full of sugarcane. Another underrated but very good crop is pumpkins. Even though it doesn't drop that many pumpkins, the sell price is so good. Also, you don't have to set up any specialized farm, the garden preset is good enough. Well, this video is going to be coming to a close. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a sub, it'd mean a lot, and have a good day guys.